Hello students, continuation of Unit 3 Accountancy, illustration problem number 8. Bragadish is a trader dealing in electronic goods who commenced his business in 2015. For the following transaction took place in the month of March 2018, pass journal entry. You know the format, you have to write draw the format of journal entry like this in the books of Bragadish. Journal entries, date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. Okay. Now date you should write in this format. First you should write the year, then the month followed by the date. Now look at the first transaction. Purchased goods from YN company on credit. Okay, now Bragadish has purchased the goods from YN company. So first you should identify what are the two accounts involved in it. What are the two accounts involved? Purchase account and YN company's account. Okay, so what are the two accounts? Purchase and YN company. Now the second step is you should apply the rule. What is the nature of account for purchase? You can take it as either nominal account, or if it is a goods, you can take it as a real account. Here, since purchase is an expense, I am taking it as a nominal account. Okay, and YN company is the personal account. The third step is apply the rule for nominal account and personal account. What is the rule for nominal account? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. For purchase is an expense for the business, so you debit purchase. Debit all expenses and losses, so debit purchase. Personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here, the goods are purchased from YN company. That means YN company is the giver. So you credit the giver. Now what is the entry? Purchase account debtor to YN company's account. Amount is 60,000. See the answer here. Solution. You have to write like this. Purchase account debtor to YN company. Amount is 60,000, and you should also write the narration. Goods purchased on credit. Narration you can write it in your own words. Now second transaction, sold goods to D and company on credit. What are the two accounts involved? Sales account and D and company's account. Okay. Now sales is a nominal account and D and company is a personal account. Now apply the rule for nominal account and personal account. Nominal account, what is the rule? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. When you sell something, you receive cash. So that sales is an income. So credit all incomes and gains. Okay. And D and company, personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here, D and company, to D and company, that means what? Debit the receiver. D and company is the receiver. So you have to debit. Now what is the entry now? D and company's account debtor to sales account. Okay. Look at the solution here. D and company's account to sales account. Credit sales made to D and company. You should also write the amount 30,000. Next entry. Transaction dated 3rd. Paid YN company through bank in full settlement 58,000. See, this is the continuation of transaction 1. On first you have purchased goods from YN company, and on third you are making the payment to YN company. You have purchased good for rupees 60,000, and they say the full settlement is made, but only 58,000 they are giving. Okay, that means this 2,000, the difference of 2,000 is discount received because they have made it in full settlement. But the actual payment they have made only 58,000. That means 60,000 minus 58,000 is the discount receipt. Now, first identify what are the accounts involved. Paid YN company, okay, through bank. So it is a bank transaction. So what are the accounts involved? YN company and bank. Okay. Now, YN company is a personal account. Bank is also a personal account, representative personal account. Now apply the rule, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here paid YN company, that means YN company is receiving the payment. So debit the receiver. Through bank, who is making the payment to YN company? The bank is making the payment. So credit the giver. Okay. Now the entry will be YN company account. How much you have to make the payment? Actually 60,000. Okay. To bank. YN company debit to YN company to bank. What is the amount which is made? Full settlement is 58,000. Okay, and the remaining 3,000, actually Bragadish has to pay 60,000, but he has paid only 58,000 through the bank, and they say that the full settlement is made. That means Bragadish has received a discount of 2,000. So discount received is an income, so you credit discount received 2,000. Hope it is clear, this transaction. See the solution here. YN company's account is 60,000, to bank 58,000, to discount receipt 2,000. Okay, you should write the narration. Payment made to YN company and discount receipt. Next, D and company accepted a bill drawn by Bragadish. Now, this D and company, we have sold, the Bragadish has sold goods to D and company on credit. Okay, now D and company has accepted the bill drawn by Bragadish. So who has drawn the bill? Bragadish. Okay, Bragadish has drawn a bill and he has sent it to his customer D and company, and D and company has written the word accepted on the bill and he has sent it back to Bragadish. Now for Bragadish, this bill is a bills receivable. He has to receive the bill from D and company. For Bragadish it is bills receivable. Okay. Now what are the two accounts involved here? D and company and bills receivable. D and company is a personal account. Bills receivable is a asset. So it becomes a real account. Now apply the rule for personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here D and company accepted the bill. So here D and company is the giver. Credit the giver. Okay. Next. Bills receivable is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here the money has to, no, it will come in. Bragadish has to receive the money from D and company. So this debit what comes in, you will debit this. Okay. So what is the entry? Bills receivable account data to D and company. Okay. See here. Bills receivable account data to D and company. Amount is 30,000. The next transaction. Sold goods to L on credit. What are the two accounts involved? Sales account and L account. Okay. Sales and L. Sales is a nominal account, L is a personal account. Now apply the rule for nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Here when you sell a goods, you receive money. So it is an income. So credit all incomes and gains. And L and company, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here goods sold to L and company. So who is the receiver here? L. So debit the receiver. So the entry will be L account debtor to sales account. Okay. Now here L account debtor to sales account. The next one, the same entry only. Sold goods to M on credit. What are the two accounts involved? Sales account and M account. Okay. Sales is a nominal account and M account is the personal account. Now apply the rule for nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Since sales is an income, you credit sales. Personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here the goods are sold to M. So M is the receiver of the goods. So you debit M's account and credit sales account. So M account debtor to sales account is the entry. M account debtor to sales account. Okay. The next transaction, received a check from M in full settlement and deposited the same into the bank. See here, received from M. Actually, you should receive how much? Bragadi should receive 40,000, but they say it is full settlement and they receive only 39,000. Okay, that means what? It is a discount allowed. I'll repeat once again. Bragadish has sold goods to M, okay, for rupees 40,000. That means he has to receive 40,000 from M. But he received a check from M for 39,000 and it is said that it is full settlement. That means the difference of 1,000 is the discount which Bragadish has given to M. Okay. Next. Received a check. When a check is received, it is treated as cash received. Why? Because only when the check is deposited in the bank, it becomes a bank transaction. Until it is deposited in the bank, it is treated as a cash transaction. Okay. So, received a check from MN Company. That means that entry will be cash account debtor to M account. Okay. But see here, and they say the check is deposited in the bank on the same day. In that case, you cannot treat it as a cash because on the same day they are depositing it in the bank. So you will assume it as a bank transaction. So here the bank entry will be bank account debtor to M account. Actually, how much they have to receive? They have received 39,000 in bank they have received. Actually, they are supposed to receive 40,000. So, the difference of 1,000 is the discount allowed. When you allow discount, it is a loss, so you debit. Okay. I repeat this transaction once again. Check received is treated as cash received. Okay. But if it is deposited in the bank on the same day, it is assumed as a bank transaction. In this transaction, the two accounts involved are bank account and M's account. Okay. Now here bank is a personal account, M is also a personal account. What is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver. Who is the receiver here? Bank. Okay. And credit the giver. Who is giving the check? M. So you credit M's account. Actually, you are supposed to get only 40,000 from M, but you have received only 39,000 in the bank. That means the 1,000 amount is the discount received. 1,000. Okay. So look at the solution here. Bank account 39,000. Discount allowed 1,000 and M's account 40,000. Okay. The next transaction, goods returned to YN Company. Now, who is this YN Company? See here, you have purchased goods from YN Company. Now, you are returning. Now, Bragadish is returning the goods to YN Company worth rupees 4,000. So, that means it is the purchase returns. Okay. Now, what are the two accounts involved? Purchase returns account and YN Company. Okay. Now, purchase returns is a real account since it is a goods. Purchase here, the goods are treated as an asset. So, you take it as a real account. YN Company. YN Company is a personal account. So, real account apply the rule. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here, the goods are going out. Okay, so you credit what goes out. YN Company, what is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay, so the goods are returned to YN Company. So debit the receiver. YN Company you have to debit. Now what is the transaction now? YN Company account debtor to purchase returns. Okay, now this purchase returns can be treated as nominal account, and when it is it is related to goods, so it can also be treated as a real account. Now look at the solution here. Y and company's account data to purchase returns 4,000. Okay. The next transaction, L becomes insolvent. See here, we have sold goods to Bragadish has sold goods to L company for 20,000, and now L has become insolvent. Insolvent means he is unable to repay his own debts. Okay, and only 90 pice in a rupee is received, and Bragadish has received only 90 pice in a rupee by cash in full settlement. Okay, for 20,000 he has received by cash 90 pice in a rupee. That means 20,000 into 90 pice means what? 0.9. 0.90. Okay, so how much you get? 9 to 18. 18,000 rupees you get. Okay, 0.9 means after one digit you have to put a 0, so 18,000 you get. This much rupees only Bragadish has received by cash. Okay, now what are the two accounts involved here? Received cash and L account. Okay, so cash account, okay, cash account and L account. Now cash is a real account, L is a personal account. Apply the rule, debit what comes in. So you debit, cash is coming in. So debit cash and credit the giver. Who's giving the cash? L. So credit the giver. So the entry will be cash account debtor. How much you have received? 18,000. Actually, you are supposed to receive from L&T company how much? 20,000. So the difference of 2,000 is the bad debts. Since it is a loss, you debit the bad debts. Bad debt is a loss. So the difference of 20,000 minus 18,000, 2,000 is treated as a bad debts. Okay. Now look at the solution. Cash account debtor 18,000. Bad debts account debtor 2,000. To L&T company 20,000. The last transaction, goods returned by M. Now M has returned the goods. Who is this M? Bragadish has sold the goods to M, and now M has returned the goods back. That means what? It is a sales returns. Once Bragadish has sold the goods, it is coming in back to him. So it is a sales returns. So what are the accounts involved? Sales returns account and M's account. Sales returns is a real account, M is a personal account. Okay, sales returns, debit what comes in. So goods are coming in to Bragadish, so you debit. And personal account, what is the rule? Credit the giver. Who is giving the goods? M. So credit M. The entry will be M account debtor to, sales returns account debtor to M's account. Okay, so debit is sales returns and credit is M's account. So debit sales returns account and credit M's account. So the entry will be sales returns account debtor to M's account. Okay, sales returns account debtor to M's account. Illustration 9. Valluvar is a sole trader dealing in textiles. From the following transaction, pass journal entries for the month of March 2018. Commenced business with cash 90,000 and with goods 60,000. So this person is starting the business. He is bringing in cash and goods to the business as the capital. Okay. So what are the accounts involved here? Cash, goods means what? Stock and capital. Okay. Now cash and stock is a real account and capital is a personal account. Now apply the rule for real account. What is the rule? Debit what comes in. So you should debit cash and stock because cash is coming into the business and stock is also coming into the business. Then for personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is giving this capital to the business? Valluvar. So credit his capital account. To Valluvar's capital account, you have to credit. The entry will be cash account debtor 90,000, stock account debtor 60,000 to capital account. Okay, see here, date, cash account debtor 90,000 debit, stock account debtor 60,000 debit to Valluvar's capital account. The total of these two, 90,000 plus 60,000, 1,50,000. The next transaction, purchased 20 ready-made shirts from XN company on credit. So this is a credit transaction. So what are the accounts involved? Purchase account and XN company's account. Now purchase account is a nominal account and XN company is a personal account. Now apply the rule for nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses. Purchase is an expense, so you debit purchases. Okay, and here personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So you have purchased the goods from XN company. So here XN company is a giver, so you credit the giver. The entry will be purchase account debtor to XN company's account. So here purchase account debtor to XN company's account. Now the third entry, third transaction, cash deposited into bank through cash deposit machine. What are the two accounts involved? Cash and bank. Cash is a real account and bank is a representative personal account. Now apply the rule for real account. Debit what comes in. Here deposited cash into the bank. That means cash is going out of the business. Okay. Cash deposited into bank through cash deposit machine. So here the transactions are cash and bank. In this case, cash deposited into bank means cash is going out of the business. Okay, so cash is a real account, bank is cash is going out. So what is the rule for real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So here you credit cash, credit what goes out. And what is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here, who is the receiver? The cash is going into the bank. So debit the receiver, bank is the receiver. The entry will be bank account debtor to cash account. Okay, so bank to cash. Next transaction, purchased 10 ready-made sarees from YN company by cash. So it is not a credit transaction, it is a cash transaction. So what are the account involved? Purchase and cash. Cash is a real account, purchase is the nominal account. So what is the rule for nominal account? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. And for real account, what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. When you purchase something, cash is going out, so you credit cash. The entry will be purchase account debtor to cash account. Okay, so purchase to cash 6,000. The next transaction, paid 5 sarees to AN company on, this transaction, paid XN company through NEFT. Okay, so you have already purchased goods from XN company. Now you are making the payment through NEFT. So what are the accounts involved? XN company account and bank account. XN company is a personal account, bank is also a personal account. What is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here paid XN company. So XN company is the receiver, debit the receiver. Through NEFT, who is making the payment? The bank. Okay, so bank, credit the giver. The entry will be XN company's account debtor to bank account. Okay, XN company account debtor to bank account. The next transaction, A and company deposited the amount due in cash deposit machine. A and company deposited the amount, this transaction, girls, sold 5 sarees to A and company on credit. So what are the two accounts involved? Sales account and A and company's account. Sales is the nominal account, and A&M company is a personal account. What is the rule for nominal account? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. When you sell something, you receive cash, so it is an income. Okay, so you credit sales. Personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So here, to A&M company, sold to A&M company, so it is a debit the receiver. A&M company is the receiver of the goods. The entry will be A&M company account data to sales account. Okay. The next transaction, A&M company deposited the amount due in cash deposit machine. So what are the accounts involved? A&M company and bank. So here both are the personal account. Apply the rule. For personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is the receiver here? Bank. So debit the receiver. Bank, debit the receiver. And A&M company is the giver. So you credit A&M company. The entry will be bank account data to A&M company's account. Okay, bank account data to A&M company's account. The next transaction, purchased 20 sarees from ZN company and paid through debit card. So what are the accounts involved? ZN company, sorry, not ZN, it is not on credit. It is the payment is made through the debit card. That means the two accounts involved are purchase account and bank account. Okay, so they say that it is the payment is made through debit card. That means it is a bank transaction. It is not a credit transaction. So the two accounts involved are purchase account and bank account. Purchase is a nominal account. Bank is a personal account. Now apply the rule for nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses. So you debit purchase. Bank personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here bank is giving the money, so you credit bank. The entry will be purchase account data to bank account. Okay, purchase to bank. The next transaction, stationery purchased for and paid through net banking. Okay, so the payment is made through net banking. What are the two accounts involved? Stationery and net bank account. Okay, stationery is an nominal, it is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses, debit. Bank is a personal, credit the giver. Here the bank is making the payment, so the entry will be stationery account data to bank account. Stationery account data to bank account. The next transaction, bank charges levied. What are the two accounts involved? Bank charges, and this bank charges is an expenses, isn't it? So it is a nominal account and the payment is made through the bank. So bank is a personal account. Now apply the rule, debit all expenses and losses and credit the giver. So the entry will be bank charges account data to bank. Bank charges account data to bank account. Okay, hope it is clear. Go through all the transaction once again and work out these problems in your classwork note.